Welcome to the second session of biology class. In our previous session, we learned about some of the basic terms of genetics like heredity, variation, character, trait, homologous chromosomes. We also learned the two categories of chromosomes like autosomes and sex chromosomes and how the sex of a child is determined. As we proceed further, I would like you to know some important terms which are for today's topic. Genes. These are the basic unit of inheritance located on a chromosome. A person's heredity depends on the kinds of genes the chromosomes carry. Two genes are present in a homologous pair of chromosome for any particular trait. Segments of genes are present on chromosomes and they code for a particular trait. We will discuss these examples in later part of the lesson. Allele. These are the alternative forms of genes occupying same position on homologous chromosome, affecting same characteristics in a different way. Now there are two types of alleles. One is dominant allele and the other is recessive allele. Now out of two alleles of a gene, one is dominant, that is superruling, and the other is recessive, which is subordinated or ordinate, or you can say submissive. Dominant gene is denoted by capital letter in genetics, and for example capital R for the character tongue rolling, and the recessive is denoted by small letter for non-rolling. Now let's talk about this example of tongue rolling, which is a character. And there are two traits we have here. One is dominant and the other is recessive. Children, how many of you can roll your tongue and how many of you cannot roll your tongue? Can you try it right now? Those who can roll their tongue will have a dominant allele, and those who cannot will have recessive allele. So in recessive allele, the gene is suppressed by a dominant gene. Genotype. The genetic constitution or genetic makeup of an organism is called genotype. It is the set of genes present in the cells of an organism. For example, an organism may have genetic constitution like capital R, capital R, or small r, small r. Now in this example, capital R and capital R both are dominant for the tongue rolling. Again, the same example. Capital R, small r. Here one is dominant because it's capital and the other is recessive because it's small. So that is for tongue rolling again, the dominant character traits, and small r, which is recessive, and both are recessive, which is for non-rolling of the tongue. So in this, we have two kinds of genetic constitution, which are dominant and recessive, capital R, and capital R and small r, which are dominant, which are for rolling of the tongue, and for non-rolling, you'll have only one genetic constitution, that is small r and small r. So here we see that the capital letter denotes dominant allele in genetics, and small letters denote recessive allele. Let's do the same example for tongue rollers. Now for the phenotype, there are two genotypes. One is homozygous dominant and the other is heterozygous dominant. Now let's see what is homozygous dominant. It is a condition in which the alleles are identical or the same. For example, homozygous for red color flower is R, which is dominant, and for white color flower it is r, which is recessive. Heterozygous dominant, it's a condition in which the alleles are different or dissimilar. That is, one allele of the pair is dominant and the other is recessive. For example, heterozygous for red color is R and r. Phenotype: the observable characters or physical or external appearance of an organism which are genetically controlled. Now in this chart we see the example of phenotype. Here we see a possible family where both parents are phenotypically similar. This example is given for tongue rollers, but they are genetically dissimilar. Here we observe that one homozygous dominant, that is R and R, and the other is heterozygous, that is R and r, is seen, and all the children will be tongue rollers. So this is a very good example of phenotype. Our next topic is sex-linked inheritance. In our previous topic, we learned two categories of chromosomes. One is autosomes and the other is sex chromosome, which are denoted by XX for female and XY is for a male. We have also studied how the sex of a child is determined. Sperms carries XY, which is a boy, and the egg carries chromosomes, which are X and X, which is a girl. Now let's learn what are sex-linked inheritance. These are also known as sex-linked traits. By our definition, these are present exclusively on X and Y chromosome. The definition says sex-linked inheritance is the appearance of a trait which is due to the presence of an allele exclusively on either X chromosome or the Y chromosome. So these are either present on X or on Y chromosome. So sex-linked inheritance is found in both male and female. They are also known as X-linked inheritance and Y-linked inheritance. But our syllabus focuses more on X-linked inheritance. Children, you all know one of the most known example of X-linked inheritance is the study in royal family, that is the history of Queen Victoria, who was a carrier of this trait, X-linked trait, and many couples nowadays go for an advice to a genetic counselor. Do you know why? If they want to know that this trait is present in their family or not, if their ancestors are suffering from this trait. So before we go ahead, I would like you to know what a pedigree analysis and how to understand a family tree. Children, before we go ahead, I would like you to know what a pedigree analysis or how to understand a family tree. First of all, a pedigree chart displays a family tree and shows the members of a family who are affected by this genetic trait. You can find out pedigree analysis of a trait of Queen Victoria. But let's see what are these symbols which are shown in this diagram. The different symbols used in this chart, they are a circle for female unaffected person and square for male unaffected, and there is a solid square for male affected and a solid circle for female affected. So these are the symbols which are very important to know this genetic trait. Now let's study X-linked inheritance. Here the more common, they are more common in males than in females due to the recessive genes which occur on X chromosome. This is also called criss-cross inheritance, as you find in this square. This male and female, mother and father, which are crisscrossed, and from father it gets into daughter, and from mother it can get into the son. So X-linked inheritance are these are the disorders which are caused due to heredity, such as hemophilia and color blindness, and very common in males. Such defects are due to recessive genes which occur on X chromosome. Now here in color blindness, the person who is affected is not able to identify certain colors like red and green. And in hemophilia, which is a blood disease in which affected person's blood does not clot. Hemophilia, we just studied the example of Queen Victoria. Students, now how do we find this trait which is running in a family? Let's do a case study which is shown towards the left in this slide. In this case, mother is a carrier. She is not a colorblind, and father is a normal person. For carrier mother, we will have x raised to 0, and for now normal, that is for male, it is xy. So let's find out their offspring by using Punnett square by crossing. So we will have one carrier and one normal daughter. If you observe this diagram carefully and cross it, and one colorblind son and one normal son, because the son is getting it from a carrier mother. Children, let's recap and revise what we have learned so far. First of all, we learnt about a very few important terms, which are genes, which are the basic unit of inheritance located on a chromosome, and genes which are segments which are present on chromosome and they code with a particular trait. So we have already discussed some of the examples. Then the second term we learned about allele. These are alternative forms of genes occupying the same position on homologous chromosome which affect same characteristics but in a different way. Then we learned about dominant and recessive alleles. So there are two alleles of gene, out of which one will be dominant, which is superruling, and the other is recessive, which is subordinate, or you may say submissive. So the dominant gene, that is always denoted by capital letter in genetics. For example, for tongue rolling, we studied capital R and capital R, and for non-rolling, it is small r and small r. Then we learned the definition of genotype and phenotype. Genotype, it's a genetic constitution or genetic makeup of the organism. So this is actually the set of genes present in the cells of organism. So an organism may have genetic constitution like capital R, or capital R, or small r and small r. So these capital R, wherever there is capital, it shows the dominant feature, and wherever there are small r, small letters, it shows recessive character. Then we learnt about phenotype, which are observable characters of physical or external appearance of an organism, which is genetically controlled. This is very important term, which is genetically controlled. We also did some example. You can remember this example: color of your eye, which is brown. It can be black, or again the tongue rolling, which can some people can roll their tongues, some cannot roll their tongues. Or take example of one character, that is your cheeks. Some of you may have dimpled cheeks, or some of you may have normal cheeks. Then we have learnt about homozygous dominant and heterozygous dominant. So homozygous dominant, this is a condition in which alleles are identical or the same. Again the same example, homozygous for red color flower is capital R and capital R. And heterozygous is a condition in which alleles are different or they are dissimilar. The example is one of the allele can be capital R and one will be small r in case of red color flower. Then very important topic we learn, that is sex-linked inheritance. So sex-linked inheritance is appearance of trait which is due to the presence of an allele exclusively on the X chromosome or on the Y chromosome. So this is found both in male and female. So here we studied an example of Queen Victoria, as well as we studied two diseases, that is hemophilia and color blindness. Hemophilia, that is the blood disease, and color blindness, that is the person in this suffer from to identify the difference between red and green color. So we did some of the examples. Please study the charts which are given in this PPT, and I'll be giving you some examples to solve, and very soon I'll be sending you the worksheet to do. Thank you, children.